All of us have things that we're believing for, something that we want to accomplish. Deep down, we know it's a part of our destiny. We can feel it so strongly, but then we hit some setbacks. We didn't get the promotion. Life has a way of pushing our dreams down. They can become buried under discouragement, buried under past mistakes. There are dreams buried under divorce, buried under low self-esteem. It's easy to settle for mediocrity even though we have all this potential buried on the inside.
Why did you give up on your dream? Why did you settle? Why? Why did you let that dream go? The dream that meant so much to you. Why did you let it go?
Your dream may be buried. The good news is it's still alive. It's not too late to see it come to pass. And we've all been through disappointments and setbacks, and life happens. But instead of remembering the hurt, the pain, what didn't work out, the key to reaching your destiny is you have to remember your dream.
Many people get hit by life, but they never hit back.
Are you going to stay down, or are you going to decide to get back up? Like a man possessed, you got to go get it.
But to win fights, you gotta have stamina. You gotta be ready to fight and bounce back. Punch and counter punch. Jab and jab back. Let me tell you something. Life is a series of fights.
I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on strong and don't give up. I need you to believe in every possibility that you have and understand that it is not over for you.
Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, in the training, and everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, if you do it right, the best of your ability every single time.
That is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that. What if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself,
In spite of what you went through, in spite of how you suffered,
you're still looking at your dream. Say to yourself,
it is not over
until I win.
Almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart.
As Earl Nightingale said, we become what we think about.
Sometimes we look at pieces in our lives that don't make sense. The key is what we do in our times of pain.
When you do something because you love it, it's being an amateur. And if you're a professional, you have to do it regardless of whether you love it or whether you feel like it that night. The trick is to keep both. Because if you don't love it, then it's empty.
And sometimes just putting in the work is what you need to do to get strong.
The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become.
During that point, what did I do? Is I did what I preached to all of you, which is I put in the work.
Love your destructive side. accept your destructive side. Remember that it is equal in part to your light side, and it will always be there.
The great news is, the best thing that you could do to become stronger is love yourself.
But the big decisions start with little decisions like, what am I going to focus on? Because whatever you focus on, you're going to feel.
So instead of sitting in that job for the next 10 years, go do your thing. You've got plenty and plenty of time.
Just whoever that character is that has a counter intention to you, you have to get with them and get real and say, look, it's my life, it's not your life, and this is how I need to do it.
That you're worthy of your own love. But you've got to practice it. You've got to be willing to do it. You've got to be willing to put in the reps. You've got to know that it's not going to feel right, but you've got to know on the other side of that is a vision of your life where you actually do love yourself. Because you took the time to say it. You took the time to practice it. You took the time to sit there and feel stupid and say that you love yourself.
It's a campaign of discipline. A campaign of hard work, of dedication. It's waking up early and going to bed late and grinding out every second in between. Every single day.
Getting things is not going to make you happy. That's good news in a tough economy. It's a good reminder. You know, it doesn't matter what you get. Doesn't matter whether it be money or opportunity. All those things might excite you for the moment. You know, even a relationship, as magnificent it may be, might be exciting for a while. But if you don't keep growing, that relationship isn't going to stay exciting. So the secret to real happiness is progress. Progress equals happiness. And if we can make progress on a regular basis, we feel alive. And that's why at the beginning of the year, we get this thing like, okay, I can have this fresh start. I could really do what my soul desires. I could expand. I could grow. I could improve. I could change. Or maybe better than change, I could progress. See, think about that. Progress is an aliveness to it, doesn't it? You don't have to work at changing. People say all the time now, well, I'm working on changing. Don't worry about it. You don't have to work on changing. Change is automatic. Your body's going to change whether you want it or not as the years go by. And no matter how hard you work, there's going to be some changes going on there. The economy is going to change no matter what you want it to do. The weather is going to change. Relationships are going to change. Everything in life is always changing. We don't have to work on change. Change is automatic, but progress is not. So if you want to make real progress, then you really got to look at your life in a different way. You got to say, I got to take control of this process and not just hope it's going to work out like people do who make a resolution.